Hey guys, Dr. Pete again here from Precision Movement. So, the last two videos we talked about piriformis pain and what to do about it. The first one talked about stretching it. Potentially, if the muscle's overworking and you need to relieve some tension, reduce some of the pain, you can try the exercise we prescribed in video one. All right. Video two was talking about, well, maybe you don't need to stretch. Maybe you need to strengthen other muscles that should be working when you're doing your activities, such as running, jumping, cutting, whatever your sport is. All right. So this third video, this final video, we want to talk about a third possible problem that you might be taking your body through, which could be your mechanics. So did you know that the way you're moving, the way you're running, jumping, landing could affect your muscles in a negative way? All right. So we have here Sharon who's walking, and normal walking typically when you're looking down at your feet, you want to have one foot right next to each other. You don't want them to cross over like in this pattern, okay? So let's say Sharon now walks with that crossover pattern. We call it a scissoring pattern, like that. What can happen to that muscle, that piriformis muscle we talked about, which was at the side of the hip, from the tailbone to the hip? What can happen to that muscle if your foot, if it's the right side, if your foot is crossed all the way over? You can imagine it's creating a lot of pulling, a tensile stress to that hip area, okay? So imagine doing that when you're walking. Imagine doing that when you're running. When you're running, you're putting 2 to 3 times your body weight into a certain area, which could potentially create stress to that muscle group, right? So if you can go ahead and walk normally now. So if you've been stretching and it's helping temporarily, that's great. That's a good short-term solution. The second thought should be, hey, maybe I need to strengthen the muscles to help support the area. Now, even if you did that, you strengthened and you're getting really strong in your glutes, but your pain is still there. The third thought you should try to think about is maybe it's the mechanics, the way you're running, the way you're squatting, the way you're moving could be contributing to that pain area. So like I mentioned before in the first video, I would highly recommend getting evaluated by a physical therapist, a movement expert, someone that can take a look at your mechanics and give you a specific plan of care to your body type. You know, sometimes it's easy for us to go online and go to Dr. Google and type in piriformis pain and get some quick tips and tricks. So that's great. However, that might be as specific as you need for your body, and it might actually delay the healing time. So I would highly recommend, again, going talking to your physical therapist, talking to people that are experts in this area to help provide you for a long-term solution to these problems.